Hi friends, this is Seth Gruber with Life Training Institute, and this is my series of pro-life training videos called Pro-Life Thinking Thursdays. Each week, I examine an argument for the pro-choice position and provide you with the pro-life response to that argument. And I do this in hopes that you will be equipped with the tools you need to defend your beliefs about the humanity and value of the unborn child to your friends, family members, and coworkers, and in a culture and society that dehumanizes the unborn child. And this is episode 12, and this week I wanted to examine the argument and question: does the pro-life position violate a woman's personal liberty? Because the pro-choice argument goes that we as pro-life advocates who seek to restrict access to abortion and make abortion illegal are actually violating a woman's personal liberty and bodily autonomy, and that women have the right to seek out an abortion for this precise reason, that they have personal liberty and bodily autonomy to make personal choices for their own lives that affect them. Now, the pro-life response to this argument is that the pro-life position does indeed violate a woman's personal liberty and bodily autonomy if the unborn child is not a human being. But this argument merely assumes that the unborn child is not a human being without proving that the unborn child is not a human being. And this is a logical fallacy that I've discussed with you before called begging the question, where you assume the very thing that you would need to prove in your argument for your argument to work. And we can expose this assumption by asking our pro-choice friends the following question. Do you believe that human beings can exercise their personal liberty when doing so endangers or ends the life of other human beings? And we can think of examples where this is true. For example, speeding and drunk driving are illegal for the precise reason that sometimes when human beings exercise their personal liberty and bodily autonomy, they end up endangering or ending the life of other human beings. And so if the answer to this question is no, that we don't have personal liberty when it means endangering or ending the life of other human beings, then the pro-choice advocate has assumed that the unborn child is not a human being because they are accepting personal liberty as a justification for abortion, but would not accept personal liberty as a justification for other acts against innocent human beings. Furthermore, we can ask the question, do you, as a pro-choice advocate, believe that mothers have the right to end the life of their newborn offspring because mothers have personal liberty and bodily autonomy to make the decisions that they see best for their lives? Well, of course, the answer to this is no. So if we don't accept personal liberty as a justification for taking newborn life, then we shouldn't accept it as a justification for taking unborn life. At the end of the day, because the science of embryology teaches that the unborn child is a human being like you and I, and because we know there's no value-giving difference between the child in the womb and the child outside the womb that would justify taking the life of the child in the womb, then we can logically conclude that the pro-life position does not violate a woman's personal liberty or bodily autonomy. And we would reject this justification for taking the life of any born human being. So we should equally reject it for taking the life of the unborn child. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to being with you next week for Pro-Life Thinking Thursdays.